KG6QHK on frequency. W6BBS, Frank, are you on frequency yet?
K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
K6MI 711.
Hi, John. Oh, that sounded really funky. You got some like RF in your audio.
Good heavens. I thought it's been working pretty well for a long time.
Oh, that time was good. Yeah, it's just that other transmission was really funky.
I backed down on the gain just a hair.
Yeah, you're good now. So, yeah. that radio, well, part of it is just because how close you are, but that radio is never as clean as you are on the 9700, but I know that's an older radio.
Yeah, well, there's a little more gain.
Yeah, it sounds like you might just have a dirty pot, because I could tell that you were turning it. Yeah, I'm hearing Southern California a little bit on Mike's radio.
Okay, I wiggled the pot. Oh, meter came way up.
Yeah, I think you got a dirty pot.
Well, that's an interesting clue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known it, except for the fact that you were adjusting it while you were talking, and your audio cut out for a second and then came back. I'm like, okay, I know what that is.
Wow, we may have finally solved the problem.
We got you on the news. Thanks for checking in.
Well, let's hope. That gain knob has probably been in the same spot for the last 10 years, right?
Nah, I've fiddled with it.
Yeah, it probably needs a good cleaning and some put some contact cleaner in there.
Thanks for checking in, sir.
Yeah, I'll try and do that.
I heard QHK in there. John, you out there? He must have ID'd and then walked away from the radio.
report. We're back to Net.
Yeah, I'm waiting for WA6AAJ to show up because I installed the Leo Bodner in his radio on Saturday, so now we have another guy who's locked. And K6USY standing by.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox. Good evening, Aaron.
Good evening, and hello to your 20 over.
Oh, really? Well, I'm pointed due south with my little 3-element beam.
Wow. Good deal. Well, you could probably point a wet noodle out the window and still hear people up there.
Yeah, I got pretty good gain. I want to get it all on the rotor. I want to put it all and I got a lot bigger beam I want to put up.
You got another radio in the background that's being noisy?
Yes, I'm about to fix that right now. Fire radio's on. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I was just making sure that wasn't your 991A trying to do stupid things.
Oh no, I watch it real close. I keep meters on it all the time. I leave the meter set to SWR. I'm always watching it.
That thing doesn't have an SWR meter on the screen? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't have that much experience with that radio, but yeah, on my 9700 here, and of course I'm remote controlling it, I can see the SWR meter pretty much all the time, and it's just barely moving.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I leave the meter on the radio set so that it reads SWR. You can set it to do other things, but I leave it set for that.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe you had an external meter. Yeah, on some of these radios you can only see 1 meter at a time, but one of the things I like about the remote control software, the ICOM's remote control software, I can see the power output, the ALC, the compression, and the SWR all at the same time, and so while I'm talking, all the meters are going all over the place. It's the same interface that everybody on the YouTube stream is seeing on Mike's radio.
Right, yeah, well, yeah, that's the way to go. I've got an external meter sitting here of electronics. I've had it for years, but it's not hooked up.
Well, sometimes, in my opinion, that's just more stuff to go wrong. And more connectors and jumpers and wires, and so, if it's got the meter built in, might as well just use it.
Well, and yeah, I'm with you. That's right. Now, on this band, I could put that meter in line, but on the HF, the tuner's already, it's in line all the time, and it's got a meter in it.
Hello.
Frank!
Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen. I want to interrupt. I have a question for Daryl, if I may, Aaron.
Oh, shoot, Frank.
Who's going to shoot Frank?
No, we won't shoot Frank. Go right ahead.
Mikey was telling me today that you're going to get that 432 antenna and that you want to see how we analyze and tune it?
Yeah, I would. I've got to make arrangements. I want to come out to Mike's when you're there. I want to bring that big amplifier with me so we can hook it up and see what it does, and do the mess with that antenna all at the same time if we can do it.
Well, I was going to suggest on the antenna that if you just came over here, I've got an analyzer here, and we could just do that portion right here real quick. And I'm pretty much to the point where we could do the same thing with the amp. It'd be easier for me just to do that stuff right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured you didn't want to go into your trailer, your shack there, and mess around. So that's why I didn't. I know Mike's. We can just slide this right in and place the one of Mike's, and he's got the 220. This thing, it takes 220.
Right, and I've got 220 here. Thing is, that's a big amp, lugging it around and all that. I'd be almost game to just come over there and not even move the amp, just do it right there, and just bring a cord with me and plug it into the generator sitting on my trailer.
Okay. All right, yeah, but now, okay, how big of a dummy load do you have?
Well, we wouldn't necessarily have to have a dummy load. I've got 1,000 watters sitting here if it's needed, but we hook it into an antenna.
Yeah, well, we could hook it into the ground plane. The ground plane has, let's see, what wire does it have? I think there's only 213 on there, so. I mean, that'll hold, 213 will hold 1,000 watts, but that's about it.
That amp needs to be set, and I forgot about this. That thing's going to need to be plugged in and brought up slow and run for several hours. It might blow some electrolytic caps. Also, the tubes are probably gassy. Before we just light that thing up after as long as it's set, we need to degas the tubes. That means letting it run all day. And so let's talk about that later. We can do your antenna right away anytime you want to come over here. And if you want to come all the way down to Mike's, that's fine too. But as far as the amplifier, let me just think about that a little bit, because that's just too much to just be moving around, and it's going to be time-consuming to do it properly.
Well, that's why I figured if we hooked it up out in Mike's barn, then we could do all that, and it wouldn't be, we wouldn't have to try and. I was going, as it is, I'll be putting it in the pickup with a hand truck and getting out with a hand truck. So, but it might be easier if it was on level ground.
Have you ever picked that amp up?
Yes, it takes all I can do to do it.
Okay, well, anyways, we're probably running in the net. Are you here, Mikey?
Yes.
CBS.
I'm here, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Well, you got 72 and Daryl and Aaron, so I'll let you carry on, sir. Sorry we took so long.
Sorry about that, Mike.
No problem.
Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
971.
JP, down here in Clovis, 1190, KG6QHK.
Hi, John, KG6QHK. K6MYC, 1190, gotcha.
And I'm 982, but you know that.
You're what?
982.
And 1079 and Bozo 1100, K6USY.
Yeah, we got you, Aaron, and we got you already there, Daryl, 982.
Thank you, sir.
You betcha. How you doing, Dave?
Oh, Dave's doing okay. Up and down. We were a little sick the other day, and today I'm doing better. So, I guess I'm doing all right, Mike.
Oh, good. Well, the warm weather is bound to help you. It was about 70-something down here today, so not bad. Nice day, and hopefully we'll have another one tomorrow. You get three of those back-to-back, it's got to straighten you out.
Gosh, I hope so. I woke up feeling really good for about the first hour or two, and then it kind of hit me again. But I don't know. We'll see. Looking for second and second, 79 Bozo Net.
And 711 is somewhere in the background. Are you there, John? K6USY.
711, K6MY.
711, we got you, John. Thank you.
KM6SR, number 432.
There's the big 432. Good evening.
Turn on the amp.
It is on.
No.
He was telling me, Mike, I got it on now.
Yeah, that was to Rob.
Well, we'll try it one more time. This is Bozo 831.
KK6ZKE 704.
Looking for check-ins for the Sunday night Bozo Net.
Good evening, Terry. Got your 704 there. How are you?
Well, doing good. Not up to much other than repairing yard equipment.
You say you were repairing yard equipment?
Yeah, I bought a new blade and getting a new gas tank on the old mower.
Okay, very good. I was mowing my brains out this last couple of days. Through 3 tanks of gas already.
I mean, you're doing a good job. Real good, clean, crisp audio.
I'll put new wheels on it too, so it pulls me better.
Just right straight through into my front door.
I'm hearing the boys down in L.A. tonight. They're not even pointed this way, so we've got pretty good propagation here. KC5DTU, Kerry, are you out here in the nice warm weather?
All right, yeah, good evening, bud. And yeah, whatever you did,
WA6AAJ.
Then I'm going to go to the flat side here.
WA6OIV.
Going up here in the high desert, looking for check-ins.
K6MTS.
And anybody want to check in? Number 6, please.
AJ6TYO. KE6VON.
Back to you, and I'm going to go to flat side out to the west there.
K6MYC. He's not here yet.
Yeah, I was waiting for WA6AAJ to show up. I GPS locked his 9700 on Saturday.
Oh, okay, good.
Boy, I don't think so. 1 week I was kind of on the side. I had something going on.
Yeah, now I just got to get one for Bill and Carrie, and we'll get them on board.
Everybody coming in on
Yeah, well, Bill does drift a little bit, but not so. It's annoying, and he corrects it without mentioning it most of the time.
Yeah, he's pretty good about retuning. Carrie, on the other hand, we'll just GPS lock him so he doesn't have to worry about it.
There you go.
I think I may have worked with Kerry and got him one when I got one, but we'll have to ask him. KM6SRR.
Yeah, if he's got one, he's not using it.
Yep, that's what we do.
Okay, KB6RQU or KN6SWR. How about you, Ben? N6SWR down there in Bakersfield, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, over.
N6SWR, Bozo number 247. Hey, and I talked to Rick a couple of times this week. I didn't realize it, but he can...
W6PYP 583-583.
I just announced myself the other day on the repeater.
This is Bozo 831, KG6 USF up here in the high desert. Looking out to the San Joaquin Valley.
PYP, I have you, Greg.
Here's me. This is Bozo 831. You want to check in for the Sunday night Bozo Net Southern California edition? Here we go.
Stand by, John. We have local traffic, KM6SRR.
Yeah, go ahead. What was your call? Your Bozo number?
Stand by, John. We have local traffic. This is 432. Hang on.
Stand by.
Okay, Ben, you got covered up a little bit. Normally you don't make a long transmission like that. 3 people checked in while you were talking. So try it again. I got the first part of your transmission, but you're very light tonight. Very, very light. Over.
Roger, and I apologize for that. I can't fix it at the moment, but I'll elaborate. I talked to Rick, KB6RQU, the other day on the radio here in Bakersfield on our repeater up on Breckenridge Mountain, and I didn't realize that he could access us over in Weldon straight down below. I thought he was shadowed by mountains, but he wasn't. And I had great communication with him on 2 meters through the repeater in the morning on my way to work.
Yeah, okay, you're talking about Rick now, KB6RQU. I think you said you've been working him on the repeater on 2 meters there. Very good. So he's around, but he doesn't check in here at this time of night. He seems to have trouble. He seems to have trouble hearing us over the guys in the Los Angeles area. So he's been skipping the net, and at this hour, sometimes he checks in at the end of the net, Ben. N6SWR, K6MYC. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Roger. I'm sorry I didn't have more information. Thank you much. N6SWR.
Okay. Good to hear you. Thanks for coming in here. Hopefully one of these days you can get, I don't know, maybe you've moved the antennas or something. You've gone way down in signal strength. Maybe you've moved to your system to another location or something there. But it's pretty marginal for me. I'm not sure where you're pointing. It seems like I should hear Bakersfield a lot better than I'm hearing you. I tried wiggling the antenna, but it didn't seem to help any. Anyway, good evening to you. Thanks for being there. And thanks for checking with Rick, and maybe you can tell him to, if nothing else, I'm sure he can check in at this time of night if he wants to do that. Sometimes it's pretty late by the time we get back around toward him. It's almost 9 o'clock sometimes. Anyway, good to hear you. Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley within the sound of my voice? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Pretty quiet. WA6AAJ. Mike, where are you? I don't hear anybody else, so maybe we should try and go toward Atascadero. Here we go.
Hey, Mike, W6PYP 583, did you copy?
Yeah, I did, and you're very loud, Greg. I'm sorry I didn't get you back in here. How you doing? Good to hear you. Haven't heard you for a couple of weeks, but booming signal up this way. W6PYP, Vasilia, K6MYC. Did Judy get, you got his number, right? Yeah. 583? Okay. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, no, I made it in. I was pulling weeds until dark, so, you know, that goes.
Don't go away, John. We'll get you in a minute.
So, anyway, yeah, I wanted to just check in and make sure you're doing okay.
We're doing fine, and the guys down in L.A. want to check in here, so if you can rotate, you might want to turn around and give them another number. KG6USS, KG6USS in the high desert, Delta Mike 14, Bozo 831. This is Mike, K6MYC, Bozo 47. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, how you doing, Mike? I already got you on the list there. I've been listening to you talking to that one guy having a low signal there. Too bad I could barely hear him in the hash there. But anyway, we're looking for check-ins, and I got Rob already, 432. He told me to stand by earlier there. So I got both of you on the list. So anybody else want to check in on the Sunday night Southern California Bozo Net out of the San Joaquin Valley over there? We're waiting for you.
Anybody copying John down there in the high desert? He's very loud here, K6MYC.
K6 Mike Italy, 711. K6 Mike Italy.
Did you hear that, John?
No, I didn't, Mike.
711, K6 Mike Italy, Kilo 6 Mike India.
Is that 711?
Roger.
11, you got it.
Okay, I got you. Wow. Yeah, I got a real light copy on you there, bud, but I did get you in there. 711. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you, John. Yeah. How about anybody else? So we should have some others in here. Most of the big guys are. Frank, are you copying them down there tonight?
Negative.
Okay. Guess you're not getting a signal to me. You got Rob, okay. Anybody else in the course gold hearing John down there in the high desert? K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, it's all quiet here, John. Sorry we don't have more for you. A lot of the regulars are sort of missing this evening here. Good evening to you, KG. By the way...
All right, Mike and Rob and 7-Eleven, we appreciate you checking in. We'll get you on the list on our side, and you all have a good evening, good week ahead. It's going to get a little nice and warm, so finally, I'm not burning a ton of wood. So you guys have a good one, Mike. Thanks a lot. KG6USS, Bozo 831.
Okay, very good, John. By the way, in the summer sometime, probably after June, maybe May through August, between May and August, you're probably going to get another check-in from a very rare station, a very high-end musician friend of mine, Alpha Echo 3 Romeo, Mexico. Alpha Echo 3 Romeo, Mexico will be checking in. He normally is in Maryland, Laurel, Maryland, but he's a musician and he's going to be out here probably doing some recordings and some gigs. He's a big deal. He plays the London Palladium and other places like that. So, very nice guy. He's blind, but he did indicate an interest in trying to check in and at least listen on the Bozo Net when he's out here. He'll be in an apartment or some other place, so he might be rough to copy, but I'm just giving you the call ahead of time because he's worth checking in. Hi. That's Alpha Echo 3 Radio, Germany, over.
Roger. Well, we'll be looking forward to that. Make sure we get them on the list. That'd be good. All right, guys, have a good week, and we'll see you on Wednesday night, 8:31 up here in the high desert. 73.
73, John. Okay, anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley before I go toward the Atascadero? Okay, 6MYC. Okay, let's see. W6QUI. W6QUI at Atascadero. How about it, Ron? I wonder if you're around there tonight. W6QUI at Atascadero. Okay, 6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over.
As a matter of fact, yes, I am. Good evening, Mike. W6QUI. Bozo 1055.
Well, thank you for the number, Judy. Got it all okay? And we've been missing you, of course. I think you've worked a few of the other guys up this way, but we've been missing you. We looked for you last Wednesday, and I guess it was that Wednesday that you're always out. Bill did not hear you on 1296 on Tuesday, so, and we didn't hear. Well, of course, we don't expect to hear you on 432, but you have checked in once or twice. Anyway, good to hear you. There may be some others that would like to say hello to you, so you might just take a standby there, John. W6QUI 1055 K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, well, unfortunately Tuesday I was not here, which is unusual. Had a special birthday party to go to, and yeah, the first and third Wednesday I'm tied up, so remember those. I've been talking to Eric here tonight. He's troubleshooting something, and he suggested I check him in. So KN6PIV and his Bozo is 1044. Over.
QSL, we got 1044 checked in. I'm glad he remembers this over there. One of these days, maybe we'll be able to hear him direct there, Ron. Thank you very much for bringing him in. Okay, on your first and third Wednesdays, I'll have to remember. I thought it was just one Wednesday a month, but I guess now it's two. So there you go. Anyway, we'll catch you Sunday nights anyway. Who wants to say hello to Ron down there? Go ahead, K6MYC.
Good evening, Ron. W6QUI, this is KM6SR. Good to hear you on there, over.
Okay, very good, Rob. Good evening to you. I think there was another one in there, too. Go ahead.
Yeah, W6QUI, K6USY, Delta Mike 06. Good evening, Ron.
Oh, very good. Good evening, Aaron. Yeah, you're both loud and clear. In fact, Mike, you're super loud tonight. Last time you were having trouble with me, so yeah, good evening over there. Hope you're enjoying the summer weather. Over.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't very nice today. No, I didn't have any trouble. We just had a bad night. There was one night where propagation, even on this band, was really poor to you. I could hear you, but intermittently, and it was just terrible. Anyway, I don't think I had any problems here per se. I was having rotator problems, not problems, but I was pointing in the wrong direction occasionally, but that's easy to correct. Anyway, okay, who else do we have here for Ron over there in Atascadero? Go ahead, guys. Oh, my goodness, all quiet on the Western Front. Frank must be in the background there doing something else. He's probably working DX on 160.
Negative. I'm pulling my hair out trying to figure out Judy's daughter's problem with her printer.
Well, it seems like it's not related to Starburst or Starlink in any way, shape, or form. It's just a computer. The computer's got to talk to it wirelessly. Why? Maybe it doesn't have she doesn't have a little whip antenna on the computer itself, right?
No, her computers are not like you're used to, Mike. She has tablets and phones. Everything is Apple. So the printer has to be hooked to the router, which is Starlink, but the internet portion of it has nothing to do with it. And she was hooked to her AT&T router before with the printer, and that was fine. And that's what she's having trouble figuring out how to do. And that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Oh, okay. I thought she had a real printer. I mean, a real computer. Judy says, thanks, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Judy.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Apple devices need an AirPrint server to connect to, and I bet her old router had an AirPrint server. There are little AirPrint devices that you can get that you can plug printers into. There's a rabbit hole for you to go down. K6USY.
Yeah, okay, very good. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thanks for that, Aaron. Hasn't been able to get any customer service from Starlink, which is odd. We had no problem when we first hooked up. They talked to me, and we had some questions, and we got our answers. But she's having trouble getting them to call her back on this printer problem. But anyway, hopefully it'll get sorted out before too long. I thought she had a real printer, a real computer, but working with Apple laptops, I guess it makes it more difficult. Alrighty. Let's see. Ron, I'll let you go. It looks like we've squeezed all we can get out of this lemon over here in the San Joaquin Valley. Ron, over.
Okay. By the way, I heard the station in the high desert. Okay, did you finally get him checked in?
Oh yeah, no, he's very loud up here.
Okay, very good. Yeah, he was very loud over here too. Okay, 7-3's Mike and others, and we'll try to. Yeah, I should be here this Tuesday. Shouldn't be a problem. So we'll. If somebody's there can hear me, I'll check in on 1200. Anyway, 7-3.
Okay, look forward to working you. I'm sure 3 or 4 of us can hear you on 1296 there on Tuesday. Very good, Ron. Thank you. Good evening. Have a good rest of the week, or the rest of the warm spell, if you will. K6MYC clear, and I'm going up towards Santa Cruz. Good evening.
Good evening.
Somebody said something there. Who was that? Maybe it was just grunge in the receiver here. How about a Tom KW6S, KW6 Sugar, or Alpha Fox 6 United? Either one, AF6U or KW6S, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net. Over.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, good evening, Mike. Beautiful day here, and 610. I almost forgot the number there.
Oh, you did. You couldn't possibly forget the number. You've been checking in way too many times to forget that. Yeah, good to hear you. Beautiful day here, too. We got into the 70s. Had a light breeze in the morning, but it was pretty calm most of the day, hardly any. Just a little movement of air, which was fine. I mowed and mowed and mowed. Came in about 4 o'clock, sat down in the chair, and the next thing I know was I was asleep. So I was worn out from riding on the hillsides, trying to stay on the tractor. Over.
Shop, and I came in, and 6 meters with FT8 was open to South America, mostly Argentina and Brazil. And then a little while later, it was open to Australia and New Zealand, and really weak signal strengths. Even with FT8, you're kind of wondering if you're going to make it or not. But it's always fun to watch for them.
Yeah, very good. We figured there was a flare on Saturday again, and we thought, well, that would bring up some change of conditions on 6 meters. But obviously, it didn't light it up like it should have. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow, Tom. Anyway, good evening to you. Let me see if let's see if Lee is over there tonight. AF6 United. How about it, Lee? K6MYC.
Roger, Roger. The countdown Bozo 1098 AF6 United. I am here tonight.
Yes, you are. Nice signal as always. It's funny. I hear you so well, and Rob hears Tom, but he doesn't hear you. Really strange propagation from one spot to another here. Anyway, good to hear you, and hopefully you're still making headway and improving your shack there, over.
Oh, yeah, moving right along with things, also planning on tower installations and stuff like that, too. So I will probably have some questions in the coming weeks here. Tom probably knows a little bit about some of the questions I might have, but I will probably have some questions moving forward here. But AF6 United, back to K6MYC.
Okay, thank you, Lee. Well, we'll try to have some answers for you on the towers. I've been helping another friend of mine that we've been talking with on 40 meters. He's up in Montana. He's got 6 or so acres up there, so he's got some room, but he's not real mechanical. And he's a little bit afraid of towers, I think, but we got him convinced that he's got to have one. Got to get some altitude up there. And he's at a rare location in Montana, rare grid, and just the state of Montana is rare enough to make him a pretty good prospect on the DX bands. Anyway, sounds like a plan, and I'll be happy to try and answer any questions you have with whatever I can give you. And there's other people here. Frank is very knowledgeable on towers, and a few others are, and Tom's no slouch either. All right. Back to you, Tom, and good evening to you, Lee. Thanks again for checking in, and we'll see you perhaps tomorrow on 6 meters. AF6 United to KW6S, K6MYC.
Oh, very good, Mike. Yeah, I'm guessing if I had to guess, Lee is going to have some questions on how close he can stack some of his antennas together on a single mast. And I don't know what he's got there now, and I just kind of spread them out on mine to use up what amount of mast I had, and I'm sure I'm losing some performance on some of them. But I got them all on there. So I will be here tomorrow night, and should be here on both bands, and we should continue the party then. K6MYC, KW6S.
And let's party on then. That sounds like a plan. Good evening, Tom. Good evening to you, Lee. 7-3. Anybody want to say hello to Tom or Lee before we go? K6MYC. Go ahead.
For sure. How you doing, Tom? KW6S. This is KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Good evening, Rob. Yeah, you're doing pretty respectable there tonight. So we got a good path. Kind of looking forward to getting together with you on Friday, and we'll see what else is going on about that time. KM6SR, KW6S.
What's happening Friday?
That's Steve. I say at the X Convention, Mike. Yeah, Tom, look forward to seeing you there. Got you about an S3, so you're coming in pretty good over here. This radio doesn't have much of an S meter.
It's kind of interesting. Mine has kind of a useless S meter as well, in that I can work people that don't even show on the S meter, and you're about an S3, S4, which is more than enough.
Yep, it's that new PQI amp there. Got it going good there. Okay, thanks, Mike.
Okay, very good. Anybody else for Tom or Lee? Yes, we don't have the big guns over here tonight. And Frank's busy on the computer trying to solve a problem. So we'll go on, and we'll see you tomorrow night, Tom and Lee. K6MYC moving into the Bay Area. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, Denmark, Mexico 07, Bozo 47, calling anybody in the Bay Area for check-ins to the 2-meter Bozo Net.
W2 WRX. Here is W6WNI, 1090, and we have both cats who also want to check into the Bozo Net. Back to you.
Oh, both cats, okay. WB6WNI, 1090, or 10, what is it? Not 1090, is it one? Yeah, it is 1090, right?
It is 1090. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, Carl. Gary, we've got Carl in here also. Go ahead, Carl, W2, go ahead, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike, K6MYC, W2 WRX, Bozo number 294, aloha.
And we've got your 294, good shape, Carl, good to hear you. And it's nice to have you in here more regular again here. Big booming signal tonight. You were a little thin the first night a week or so ago. But booming in here tonight. You must have the amp on.
Roger, yeah, the condition is changed, and I noticed, I don't know, I must have fooled around with the coax here, over.
Well, yeah, and I'm not pointed at you either, so I would say things are really much better than they were the other night. Anyway, good to hear you. Anything new on your side? Any new antennas? Any new plans? Whatever?
Just working with the girls. My girls trying to get set up with some live streaming, and got my youngest a what do you call a Go Kit camera system over.
Okay, what system is this? Is this a computer system or something else?
They're working on some what do you call vlog, YouTube.
Oh, computer stuff, YouTube.
Roger. They're doing YouTube.
Oh, okay, very good. You're helping them make programming, are you, or do direction?
Negative. One of them is doing audit and showing some other people, and plus for her business, hopefully. And maybe the other one will just start helping the other one doing a graphic design on a website. Over.
KB6BI.
Okay, very good. Well, good luck to them, and hopefully you can help them out a little bit there, Carl. I'll let you go. I have other check-ins in the Bay Area. We hear you, Oliver, and we're right over there. So good evening to you, Carl, and have a Mai Tai on me there. Aloha, my friend.
Aloha there, Mike, and thank you for the flowers, and I'll take that Mai Tai, W2 WRX.
Okay. I think I need one tonight, too. All right, see you later. KB6BA, big signal. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Nice weekend. Did some hiking. And went to a couple of microwave club meetings last Tuesday and Thursday, but should be it until the next month. K6MYC, KB6BA 900.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Oliver. Good. And anything new coming? Are you going to go down to Visalia? That's not exactly a VHF conference, but do you go to Visalia ever?
No, if they were a flea market, I might have gone, but not being a DXer and lately not getting on HF, not motivated to do that.
Yeah, okay, no worries. I was just curious. We usually end up with several Bozo members down there, even though they're also on HF and so on. But no worries. Glad you had some good time hiking. It was certainly good weather here. Got to be about 75 today, I think. And I was mowing and mowing and mowing. I've got a canyon here that's just between the flowers and the weeds and the grass. It's about 3 feet high. So I usually have to mow it about 4 times in order to get it all down, and otherwise it just springs right back up after I get done. I mow half of it, but the stems are so long that I can't get them all in one swing. So a lot of mowing back and forth in a very rough terrain, so I'm worn out from trying to stay on the seat of the tractor. 7-3. I get my exercise a different way than you do, buddy. KB6BA, K6MYC.
Yeah, it's all good. Always good to get out. I just had my gardener starting on my lawn. It's mostly weeds, but he's got to cut down. Just needs to clean it up. I do that once or twice a year.
Oh, good. I have to do mine once or twice a week right now. And things growing like weeds. They're growing like weeds out there. Anyway.
I understand.
Okay. Good evening to you, Oliver, and we'll take a standby and see who else is in the Bay Area. Based on your signal, it should be huge, but I'm not sure how many are here. WA6AXX, K6KLY, AB6SR, W6... let me shoot it over to you, Gary. I didn't mean to leave you out there. Let me get you in here. WB6WNI, WB6JNN is in queue, probably. W6PQL, KB6BA, no, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KF6QCH perhaps, and maybe even K6VVP up there, Vlad, in San Francisco. Lots of people to check in. Hopefully somebody will show up here. Go ahead, Gary, and I'm surprised you're in here. You haven't had dinner yet. I take it. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
K6MYC, WB6WNI. No, you took the words right out of my mouth, Mike. Yes, I've already had dinner. Yeah, we were early today, so I might as well check in early. And I just have to, first of all, if anybody's interested, the West Valley Flea Market is this coming Sunday, April the 9th. I don't know if anyone wants to drive up here, but I will not be going to Visalia. Anyway, but West Valley Flea Market is on, and Mike UFO might be there. Who knows? Anyway, just a quick question. Earlier, were you speaking with the K6WIS? Is that correct? Because I didn't hear him, and I noticed on this log sheet he's in Santa Clara. Just want to confirm that he is still in Santa Clara.
No, he's not in Santa Clara. That's Paul. That's K6 Whiskey, India Sugar. He's now in Placerville, and the way I can work him is he beams into the Bay Area from Placerville. He's up high, so he shoots across the San Joaquin Valley. He hits Mount Diablo or Mount Oso or one of those over there in your side, and then he bounces the signal back this way. So we work him on a bounce path that's twice the distance, but sometimes it's very good propagation. But that's Paul, and he moved up to Placerville some time ago. Over.
Okay, I understand, because I was listening to Oliver, who was coming in perfectly, and I said, how come I can't hear Santa Clara? Well, next time, I'll put on a vertical and see if I can hear Paul, just out of curiosity. Anyway, nothing more, Mike. 73 to you and Judy. K6MYC here is WB679 monitoring.
Okay, and let's see if I can remember John's call over there. He always has trouble copying me, so he'll be copying me on the stream. KB6JSM, Juliet Sugar Mike. I think that's right. Maybe I got the prefix wrong. Is it W6? No, K6. I think it's KB6 Juliet Sugar Mike, but I might have the prefix wrong. So, John, are you in here tonight, K6MYC in the Bozo Net? Over.
KB6JSM. Bozo Net is 1192. Over.
USL 1192. We got you a pretty good copy. Are you copying me direct tonight, or do you have to go through the stream? Over.
I can barely hear you. I'm changing my antenna direction. I'm pointing due north with my antenna, so I'm ricocheting off the old mountainside. Over.
Yeah, you're getting me on a bounce, and I'm beaming up that way. I could probably improve you by going a little bit more north with my signal, but you're doing fine. Good to hear you. And, yeah, that's what you have to do with that location. You have to find the directions that work for you, not necessarily where you should be pointing, or most of us point. Most of the guys up there point at 100 degrees, give or take. But you, with your apartments and blockage and so on, will have to go other directions there. Anyway, great to hear you. Again, John, thank you very much for your participation here. KB6 Juliet Sugar Mike, K6MYC.
Roger, thank you very much. Tomorrow I will be hooking up a IC7100 at work and trying to get their radio remote from home so I can check in remotely on the net on Monday. Over.
Okay. I'll look for you on Monday on 6 meters there. Thank you, John. Now, who else do we have in the Bay Area? K6MYC 2-meter Bozo Net.
Golf Yankee WB6GGY 884.
I hear 884 in there. Wrong direction, Phil, but we'll take you. You're doing a bounce path, too. I think you do a little bounce path out of that location in where you are there. Sounds good. And it was good to hear you this morning, even though it was short-lived. Conditions held up pretty well, although Bill was never able to copy much from Mark, and I don't know why he has so much trouble with Mark. Mark's raised his power up to 300 watts, and Bill still can't hear him. Anyway, if he was running 500 watts this morning, and he still couldn't hear him. But Mark's going to put up some antennas. In fact, he might have dug the hole and got the post in today to get himself up a 35-foot high mast, and then get the inverted V on it for 40 and 20. Anyway, that's the deal. K6MYC, go ahead.
Yeah, very good. We're copying you off of a bounce over on the coast, and your S9, beautiful signal. WB6GGY, go ahead with the rest of the net, and I'll stand off to the side.
Okay, we can check you in again when you get up that way. When we get up pointed your way. Thanks, Phil. There was some underneath you there, too. Who was the other station in the Bay Area that called in, please? K6MYC Bozo Net.
WB6JNN 285.
285, we got you, Jim. How was your day?
I can't complain. It was nice and warm outside, so we had the patio posse going for a while, the wife and I and the cats. And so this is not a bad day, and I'm going to try for astronomy tonight, but it's a little hazy out there. We'll see if it clears up. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it gets worse. So that's about it from here for a Sunday. WB6JNN.
Yeah, have you had a good night since you've got the new telescope going there? Have you had a really good night yet? Over.
No, it's the same telescope I've had for a while, about a year, but I have an equatorial mount now, which gives me a little better time that I don't have all the rotation of things as as the night crawls across, as the sky, let's see, the Earth turns under the sky, let's put it that way. With the equatorial mount, of course, they can track it and not have any of the object you're trying to track. So
KE6VON 1040.
I got a fairly decent shot last night and got it uploaded to our group that we have on Facebook here this afternoon. Came out pretty good considering that it was a bit hazy, a little bit of haze.
Roger, Adam, we have you. Stand by.
Moonlight and a little bit of sky glare from the city. WB6JNN.
Yeah, I know. We had an equatorial mount here also for a while, but this backyard of mine is just hopeless. I got too many tall trees, and so we were only getting about 25% of the sky, and it was really hard to make it useful. I think Myrna gave the telescope away to a friend. And we got it back at an AES show in Milwaukee one year. Got a real good deal on it, so it didn't cost us a whole bunch. Myrna was really enthusiastic about it when we got it. The guy had the booth right next to us, and we got a chance to get familiar with it, and it looked like a really good deal. But when we got all set up in the backyard, we realized it was hopeless. Just too many oak trees. It doesn't feel that way when you're just using the yard, but when you go to look at the sky, there isn't a lot of sky showing. So it turned out to be a bust. Anyway, good evening to you, Jim, and of course we'll look for you tomorrow night on 222, and thanks very much for being there this evening. It was warm here today, about 75. I imagine similar conditions for you there. Anyway, let me shoot it to anybody else that's still out there now. Let's see, Bozo Net, Bay Area. I made a bunch of calls, but I haven't heard many call signs. Let's see if there's anybody else out there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or W6PQL, are you there?
KG6QNY, Bozo 1091.
1091, KG6QNY. Good evening, Marcus.
Good evening, Mike.
You're sounding good over here, but I'm trying to hear the Bay Area boys, so we won't get into a long discussion here, but sounds good over here tonight. I'm on trying to get checkers from the Bay Area, and I did hear somebody else underneath you there. KG6QNY, K6MYC. Now, Bay Area again, please. Go ahead. Let me try KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KF6QCH, W6PQL. You all should be sort of in this line. And W6 Victor Papa. Anybody? Boy. Very quiet. WA6AXX, K6KLY, AB6SR. Anybody?
How about WB6ISO?
We'll take you, Dennis. I'm not pointed anywhere near you, but we'll take you. 86, and how many do you have in your pile tonight?
Okay.
I doubled with you, Dennis.
Yeah, when you're ready, I got a few check-ins here for you.
Okay, just hang on a bit till I get more toward you. I'll be up that way in just another couple of minutes here. I'm going to go get N6RO.
Roger. I will be standing by, and when you get a hold of Mr. Kent down there, say a pleasant good evening to him for me as well. Over.
Mr. who?
Mr. Is that Ken, N6RO?
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah. Hey, howdy for me, and I'll be standing by waiting for you.
Well, you should hear Ken. N6RO, how about it, Ken? Are you in there this evening? How you feeling, K6MYC? N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, maybe fixing dinner or finishing dinner, K6MYC, over. Okay, well, maybe we'll catch Ken on the way back here. Let me get up toward you, Dennis.
Okay, yeah, when you point toward him, I can hear you really good on that beam, Eddie. Although when he's pointing his antenna down at you, sometimes it's very, very difficult for me to hear him here. But nevertheless, anyway, a pleasant good evening to you, and hello, Judy.
Judy. Dennis. Yeah, Judy says hello, Dennis, and she's ready for your check-ins there, over.
Very good. Judy, how are you? Everything okie dokie with you before we get to the check-ins? It's always nice hearing you. And it's getting some kind of warm weather now, are we not?
We are. Lots of sunshine here, and we're having lovely days.
Oh, good deal. And are you taking care of my buddy okay?
Sure trying.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to send you a Purple Heart. You will deserve it. Anyway, if you're ready, we got who we got here? Oh, yeah, KA6OSX. That's who we got, Mr. Kent, number 160. And then we also have Mr. Dave, N1 Papa. That's number 336. And I'll give you one more, then we'll take a break, make sure you got them. It's got N6BX, that's Larry, number 782, over.
Got it.
And then we got Mr. Richard, KA6NBC, number 849. And we also have Mr. Dan, N6TNI, at 132. Break.
Got it.
And let's see who else we got checked in. Oh yeah. We had a guy named JR, K6LBP, number 1101. And I got one last one, K7 SUN. That's Mr. Stan. His number is 442.
Yeah, I'm glad you got Stan in there. I'm surprised. I've been calling for Stan. I haven't heard him for a couple of months. So he's obviously come onto the woodwork there, maybe got rid of the snow finally. Okay, we got everybody. Thanks for that.
Yeah, and the last report that I have from him, it's been pretty late, I guess, by the time sometimes you get over there, sometimes around 9 or whatever, and so sometimes they have to go get their beauty sleep. But the last report that I'm also getting is from Richard, KD6BQ. We still have not got a report from him when he went on that trip. He might be still bouncing around out there in the ocean, so that's the latest I heard from him. So anyway, he hadn't got back home yet as far as we know, or?
No, not until mid-May.
Yeah, could be longer than that if he can't get through the Panama Canal and if he's just bouncing around out there in the ocean someplace in a raft.
No, I think we won't let that happen. He'll be back on schedule.
I certainly do hope so. Alrighty, well, very good. I do appreciate it. Oh, and yeah, incidentally, I'm Bozo86. I think you probably know that by now.
I think she got you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much. Take care. And Mike, are you doing okay yourself? Everything fine?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I was a little tired today. I spent 5 hours on the lawnmower falling off the lawnmower on the hillsides. Over.
You know, we keep that up. I'm going to send down a bunch of extra bubble wrap that I have, and Judy could wrap you up in bubble wrap before you go out.
Well, I haven't fallen completely off yet, but it wears you out trying to stay on it.
Judy?
Bubble wrap sounds fun.
It does sound fun. Judy, do me a favor. When he goes out there, can you find some rope or something and tie him on?
I got a bungee cord.
I don't want to be tied on. If this thing rolls over, I got a bail.
Gee, the cord, that'll do it. All righty. Thank you very much. You take care, both of you. It's always a pleasure. WB6 Inside Out.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things, Dennis. I don't want to be tied on. Frank was saying today, how come you don't use a seatbelt? Because if this thing rolls, I don't want it rolling with me, or rolling on me. I'll go right underneath it, and it'll roll over on top of me. When it rolls, I'm bailing.
That's pretty smart. Well, I always knew you were a pretty smart fella. Yeah. You're going to just say it's time to depart company.
Yeah. Well, I'm old, but I'm still in one piece, as I know how to get out of the way.
Yeah, you bet. All righty, I'll get out of the way. I know there's other people probably want to get checked in or everything else. You best take care. It's going to get a little warm, so stay cool. WB6ISO 73 for now.
Oh, Can't get too warm for me right now. It'll be June before it's too warm. How about N6RO? Are you around there, Ken? N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
AJ6QS.
AJ6 Queen Lima. Good evening, George. Good to hear you. I'm not pointed at you, but you're good, strong signal. We got great propagation tonight. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, same for you. You have super big signal, like S8 or 9, really great. So conditions change a lot, it seems. But yeah, excellent signal. So all the best to Judy and you, and Bozo number is 1031. Over.
She got it perfectly. Thanks for that, George. Hopefully your day and your weekend went well, and you got a chance to see the wife and all that stuff, and enjoyed some of the nice weather, huh?
Yeah, it was nice. It was pretty today. I mean, I had memorial service and all that stuff, but so no bike ride. But it was a good day, and tomorrow we'll get rain, but only for one day. Over.
Oh, really? You got rain coming tomorrow? We're not expecting anything like that. In fact, it's supposed to get back into the high 70s again, temperature-wise, tomorrow. And we don't expect any rain for 4 or 5 more days, which is good and it's bad, I guess. Thanks, George. 7-3. Thanks very much for checking in there. AJ6 Queen Lima, K6MYC, standing by for KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo or KO6KD.
7 KO6KD, number 776. Good evening, Mike.
Foxtrot Bravo. Okay, got you both. Foxtrot Bravo, go ahead, give Judy your number.
Oh, I started it off with that, but that's okay. 756 KJ6 AFD. And Mike, I did have the experience of riding my tricycle, yes, a Honda ATC, and took a jump, and the next thing I knew, I landed on the bush, and then it rolled on top of me.
What were you doing when you made such an exotic maneuver?
Well, I was going over a jump that was on the side of a mountain, and I fell into the bushes downhill, and the tricycle landed, bounced, and rolled down on top of me. And
was this a 4-wheel ATV?
Yeah, on an ATV. It rolled on top of me, and it was still running.
Yeah, they do. What are you calling your machine?
Well, it's a Honda ATC 200M if you want to look it up. It's a tricycle.
Oh, it's an old one then, isn't it, with 3 wheels?
Indeed, 1984 vintage.
Yeah, they got rid of those. They are a machine that tends to roll on you, and you fall off of them easy. They tip over real easy. I have a Rubicon, a Honda Rubicon. It's an automatic transmission. It belonged to my wife originally. We bought 2 of them. I had an earlier version, and then she got the Rubicon, which is really a fine machine, and it's still a workhorse around here, but very stable. I haven't rolled it. My grandsons have rolled it once or twice, but I don't think they were underneath it when it happened. But you can do it if you're not careful.
Oh, absolutely. I've rolled it a few times. Yeah, I've had to replace handlebars. There were times I got off of it and let it roll down the hill, and yeah, I had to replace handlebars. But for the most part, not too many problems. I kept it upright 98% of the time, but there are people who just swear up and down they're dangerous as all get up, and I'm like, no, it just depends on how you ride it. You do not ride it like a motorcycle, and that's the number one issue I found is people want it to ride like a motorcycle, and it doesn't. It acts totally different.
Oh yeah, it's you can't lean into anything with it like you can on a 2-wheel thing. And that's the problem. They tend to tip over because you turn too quickly with the front wheels like you're on a motorcycle, but you can't lead into the curve right, and it does flip. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have had them and got rid of them. I never had a 3-wheeler, but we've seen people with them. I've ridden them a couple of times, but they're not. I don't like them. The 4-wheel is just so much more comfortable and wonderful with the automatic transmission. Just a throttle on the handle, and you just push and go. Over.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this particular one had both a manual clutch, which was engaged when you shifted gears. So as you actually press the gear shift up or down, it would engage a manual clutch. And then it also had a centrifugal clutch. So you just let off the gas, grab the next gear, and then get back on the throttle again. So it was real close to an automatic. It still is. It still runs. And what can I say? I love the darn thing. The only thing is, you've got to put, you don't put the weight on the inside when you make a turn. You are just the opposite. You put the weight on the outside of your cornering, so that you essentially let the grip of your rear wheel come off the ground a little bit, so it doesn't keep you going straight. Otherwise, it's a straight axle. K6, KFB.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, there's no doubt a tricky to ride. I like the Rubicon too, because you just let off on the throttle, and it has its own. It uses the engine to slow you down. You hardly ever have to use the brake on that thing. Alrighty, good deal. Well, we'll share that. We'll share some more of those stories here one of these days when you get back on 222, and we're not tying up 40 guys here. See how Bill's doing. How'd you get through the day, Bill? Did you get a rest? Get a period of rest in there anywhere? KO6KD with KJ6 KFB K6 MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Dennis and Darren and anybody else within the sound of my voice, and of course Judy in the background. Just want to say hello, and this is KO6KD 776 checking in, and perhaps we'll see you guys in the morning. I know Tuesday's a day off, so we'll see how that works out, but look for you guys in the morning, and I'll get out of the way since I don't want you to be running too late, not on my account. Anyway, good evening, and checking in, and I'll check back out. Okay.
Thanks, Bill. And good to hear you this morning. Sorry you couldn't hear Mark, but as I told you, he'll be putting up an inverted V here very shortly. I think he got out there to drill a hole in the ground and put some cement in the post, in the hole with the post. So he might help he made that much headway today.
You know, Mike, you're almost a 15 dB over 9. I don't know how you're hearing me, but my gosh, you're very loud right now.
Yeah, we've got good conditions. You're loud.
And Golf Yankee, I'm copying you also there, Bill.
Hey, Phil, yeah, I'm copying you too. All right. We can hear each other on 2 meters. All right, we're very good. Well, good evening to everybody out there. We'll see you in the morning.
Roger. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Phil, very good. Well, we got to get John in here, KR6MR. May not be pointed quite at you, John, but we'll move up on you, and then we'll pick up the Reading boys.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. K6 MYC. This is Kilo Romeo 6, Mike Romeo, and Charlie Mike 98. I don't care about that. Bozo 759, over.
Okay, boy, I'm way off of you tonight. I'm at 323. I'm 10 degrees short of where I should be. Watch the meter, and I'm just going to talk it up to 333. Tell me when I get there, Judy. 333?
339.
339. I overshot. Come back.
There, 333.
Okay, there's 333. That should be pretty close, John, over.
Well, you're hitting 15 to 20 over 9. You're fine.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, it's very good conditions tonight. It's nice to see these conditions finally stabilizing through the winter. We had kind of a weird winter. Sometimes the conditions are better in the winter than they are in the summer, but right now it's certainly wonderful at the springtime here. Anyway, thanks for climbing the stairs, and you're sounding really good, and we'll look for you tomorrow on 6, of course.
Yeah, Mike, okay, that sounds really good. I want to get back down to the house. I got things I got to do tonight. So I'll let you go, and you have fun working with the guys in north of Reading and then into Nevada, KR6MR back to net.
Roger.
WA6HNA, Bozo 1013.
Okay. I'm going toward Reading. Just cleaning up some numbers here. Reading, Charlie 8, November 80. Grid Square, Charlie November 80, the rare one. Reading, K6MYC, Bozo Net, calling and listening.
Yeah, well, good evening. This is KD6 shortwave, number 145, up here in the rear grid, CN80. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. A little fluttery, but not bad. Good strong signal there, Rich, and hopefully you've got good weather. Are you getting any rain today or yesterday, tomorrow?
No, not at the present time. There might be some light sprinkles out there now, but no, I've been outside for a while. Beautiful day, great day to go outside and pull weeds.
Okay. Well, as one of the fellows said that they were expecting some rain in the Sacramento area, so I was quite surprised at that, but maybe it was a misdiagnosis, or maybe it is going to be a localized thing there in Reading area. I mean, in the Sacramento area. Anyway, good to hear you, Rich, and hopefully you've had good weather. We've been nice here, about 75 degrees today. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS, how about it, Jerry? KO6 Hot Sugar, K6MYC.
Roger, KO6HS230 on the air, and sounding pretty good here, fairly steady, and hopefully you're making it up or down that way. Over.
Oh yeah, big signal, no problem, a little fluttery. Got a little multipath on you, but nothing to worry about. Good signal. Good to hear you guys consistently in here for a change. Hopefully your weekend went well with the family and all. KO6HS, K6MYC.
Jerry, yeah, I just boosted up there to about S9 for a moment there, so it sounded good here. Yep, weekend's good. Actually expecting a little bit of rain tomorrow and maybe Tuesday, or Wednesday rather, so it's not done yet, so we're still waiting for just a little bit more, but at least it's supposed to be getting up in the 70s. It was right around there today, so feeling better than the previous days here when it was still cold and wet. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure you're getting the rain. I guess it won't be long, though. That'll clear up, and then the next thing you know, you'll be sitting there at 90 to 100 degrees. All right, good enough, Jerry. Good to hear you. Good to have good, solid copy for a change. 73s to you and Rich. And Rich, we'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters. KD6 Sugar Whiskey for a wrap, K6MYC.
Okay, well, let's hope we have better conditions on 6 meters. Hasn't been too good lately, but who knows what the heck. By the way, Shasta Lake is up to minus 12 feet now. Doing pretty good. 12 feet down from the top. 73, KD6 topping wet.
Okay, boy, well, when it gets to the top, they better let it run over, and hopefully they don't flood the Sacramento Valley there. I know we suffered from some poor dam management many years ago at the property that we had in Red Bluff. It took out the bridge at below us there in not Red Bluff, what the heck, Redding. There's a bridge just below Redding, and I'm trying to remember the name of the town now. Anyway, it took that bridge out. And my dad warned the Army Corps of Engineers that it was going to happen. They hadn't been maintaining the river correctly, and they had an island had built up in the middle. And the river came through on a flood situation, and it went on either side of the river. And it hit the bank of the bridge on either side. And just washed the bridge right out. Anyway. Hopefully they're doing a better job of managing it over these years. Although in California, who knows what the hell they're doing up there. 7-3, Rich, and hopefully we'll see you on 6 tomorrow. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS, K6MYC clear. Anybody else in the Sacramento area, please?
H&A was in there, Mike.
Okay. WA6H&A, go ahead, Greg.
Okay, Mike. Oh, K6MYC, WA6HA, 1013. Hey, I'm actually bouncing off of the Sierras a little bit. I'm a little bit east. The direct path seems to be a little multi-pathy tonight, but hopefully this is still working okay for you. Back to you, Mike.
I don't know. I'm aimed at 334 or so, 333, 334, something like that, right up the valley. Right up to the high end of the Redding area. So who knows? Wherever it is, we're working. I'm probably beaming very close to your true heading, but you may be getting a bounce off the hills there or something. Anyway, big strong signal with the new antenna up there at 55 feet.
You've got a good memory. Yep, that's it. Anyway, I just pointed the antenna directly at you, and I don't know if you hear the multipath too or not, but anyway, hopefully this works out just fine as well. It didn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. I just tried going about 30 degrees east, and the chill strength didn't go down a lot, but the flutters seemed to go away just a tad. So anyway, experimenting with that, and things are going good. I've got the 6-meter antennas back up, so I think we're back in business, although my kilowatt linear is a little bit, I've got a fan motor that's trying to lose the scroll cage on it right now, so I've got to open that up next and get that going before well, I'll just talk to you barefoot tomorrow, I guess. That's what we'll do. K6MYC, WA6H&A.
Yeah, I think from up there we'll hear you barefoot, no problem. Good enough. I look for you on 6 meters tomorrow, and hopefully you won't have too much trouble with that squirrel cage thing. I've replaced a lot of motors. Granger, if you have to do it, Granger usually has a pretty good assortment of that kind of stuff. 7-3, Greg, I'm sure you know that. Good evening to you, and good evening to you again, Phil. Anybody else before I go toward Nevada? K6MYC.
1179.
1179, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Good evening, John. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, Modesto. Go ahead.
Oh, you're sounding good tonight, Mike. You're coming here loud and clear. KD6 WVL 73.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite pointed at you. I went actually past you about 10 or 15 degrees, but close enough. We got good conditions. Nobody seems to be having any serious trouble getting here tonight. So good to hear you, as always, from Modesto there, John. Over.
Oh, yeah, you've been loud and clear, even, all over the place, even the Bay Area, all the way up and around. You're sounding good, Mike. KD6 WVL. Have a good evening.
Okay, and while I'm doing this, let me listen for N6 Hotel Charlie. N6, that's not right. HCC, is it? Merle? And I'm looking for W6 WSS and K5 N5 NPD. All quiet. That whole section of the San Joaquin Valley is quiet tonight. That's interesting. Well, you held your end together anyway, John. Thank you. 73s, and I'm going toward Nevada. I am looking for N6RO, but I haven't heard him. N6RO, are you copying me, Ken?
803, while you swing to Nevada.
803, we'll take you, Dan. KM6HK up there and way up there in Course Gold, K6MYC.
Yeah, out here in the hinterland. Okay, very good. 7-3.
Get in.
RO is also in there.
I don't hear a peep from RO. Where are you, RO? N6RO, where are you pointed? K6MYC, what's the heading?
Pointed right at you, I think. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Temperature got up to 75. And I just had, what did I have? Oh, lamb chops and spinach. And that's all I have to report. No contest this weekend. Over.
Yeah, so you're healthy and not sleepy. Okay. Well, we must have caught you at dinner. I did swing by. I came back at you a little bit. I couldn't hear you at all. I called you a couple of times. Even normally I hear you like a ton of bricks when I'm pointed towards Sacramento. But Phil heard you. WB6GGY up in Twainhart heard you, and so I thought, well, better come back and get you. Anyway, good evening to you, and of course we'll catch you on 222 and 6 meters tomorrow night, Ken.
Yeah, Roger. I had a late dinner, and that's why I wasn't here for my turn. I'm having problems functioning. I don't know how to describe it, but I'll take care of it, I think, in 6RO.
Okay. Well, good luck with the repaired function, the upgrade. You need to go with let's see, function 12. Now, you've only been running on function 8 all these many months, and there's a new version out. It's function 12. Over.
Okay, that's an F12 on my keyboard, right?
Now, there you go. It's like Windows 10 and Windows 12 on Windows 11 and all that stuff. Well, Judy's been fighting that all day long.
Yeah, I've got 11. I've had it for most of my computers. Yeah, all of the computers now are 11.
We're going to have to do the same because we're finding programs that are sent to us that don't work on Windows 10, of all things. You know, even people's emails and questionnaires and stuff, and they don't work in the same format for some reason. Don't you just love it when they change basic stuff?
Oh, yeah. We old farts just don't like change. By the way, we got a new problem. We just found out that our internet provider, which is by microwave, is going out of business. So we're shopping around for a 5G service that will handle our up and down speeds. Anyway, Chris and the other ITs are on board with that. See you tomorrow in 6RO.
I could recommend Starlink. It's $120 a month, but it's a very, very good service and extremely fast. Over.
Yeah, I had Starlink for a while, and there was a problem, a severe interference problem generated somehow in the power supply box. And we tried all sorts of things and decided that we couldn't function during a contest using Starlink. So we went back to the microwave link. But now we're going to lose that, and unless Starlink has done a fix on the problem we had, we're not going to them.
Okay. Well, I've got Starlink on my roof, and I'm not hearing anything on any band that I could attribute to Starlink. I've got other noises, but they don't seem to be coming from my location. So maybe they've solved the problem. The power supply and everything is separate. I think the little power supply is now in the garage, and then the RF and the DC both go up a cord up to the antenna that lays on the roof. Over.
Yeah, that's what we have here. You know, it's a very complex interference between two of our own signals and something that Starlink was producing. You know, for a single band station, it wouldn't bother. But when you got multi-operators going on, that's when we experience the problem. We'll still look into seeing if there's been a change. The Starlink I have is about 2 years old or more, so maybe they've fixed it.
Yeah, maybe you could get in touch with them and see if they've got any upgrades. we're having a little trouble getting. Judy's daughter has Starlink, and she's trying to having a little trouble getting the printer to work in conjunction with the computer. I think it has to go through the Starlink router or whatever, or something. Not sure just how that has to work, but she's got an Apple laptop, and that's where the problem is. She may have to get a new little app or a new little widget to put it on AirDrop or something. Airstream.
Yeah. Well, I've got, fortunately, a lot of IT engineers who are really know what the problems are and have referred me to two choices we're looking at now, both of which are 5G, which are housed on the cell site on my property, so there's no signal loss there.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't link into my wideband. I'm running on microwave link also. I have wireless broadband or broadband wireless, one or the other. I can never remember the name exactly. And it works very well. They've got very, very high-end speed, but it's not as fast as Starlink.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing the microwave for about 10 years, and they've been upgraded enough to handle all of our remote stations, 2 remote stations and 4 in the shack all at once. So that's our main concern.
Yeah, right. The same with ours. They've been upgrading. Matt has his own complete graphics set up in his computer at the house here, which links to the plant. So we've got a lot of high-speed requirements as well with high-level graphics and stuff. Anyway, let you go, but talk to you tomorrow night on 222 and 6 meters, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC heading toward Nevada.
If the creek don't rise, I'll be there.
Roger. We had the same temperature, by the way, 75 or so here, 73.
Yeah.
K6MYC. K6MYC at 6 Sugar Papa.
N6 Sugar Papa something. And what was the last letter in the Bozo number?
Portugal. Sierra, Portugal. Sugar Papa. 565, 565, over.
Okay, N6 Sugar Papa. Very good. God, it's a long time since we've heard you. You used to check in Mobile. Are you Mobile now?
Negative. About 40, 50 watts in output. I think I'm fixed at Southeast, and I'm at home. At home in Pittsburgh, over.
Okay, where should I be pointing for you? Where are you located?
I'm in Pittsburgh. Mexico, 98 Bravo Alpha, Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably have to come back just a little bit here. What am I pointed at here? Well, I'm at 3. What is this, Judy? 3 what?
309.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I could probably do a little bit better if I went this way. Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for coming up. Too far east. Okay, very good. Yeah, good to see you. Hello to Ken over there at 6 on. So what? Okay. Yes, well, I'm trying to get in a little more now. We're getting into springtime. There, Mike. Everything okay?
Okay, good enough. It's Eric, right? Isn't the handle Eric?
Yeah, Roger.
Roger, Eric. Well, good to hear you again. My gosh, it's been a long time. We used to check you in a Mobile. But what are you running now? Are you horizontal or vertical on 50 watts? Over?
Yeah, horizontal. I think I'm pointed kind of fixed horizontal, about 10 elements to the southeast, I guess.
Yeah, you should be a lot stronger than you are here for some reason. And you're fading out on me. It may be just band conditions, but you took a dive on the last transmission. I'm running 1,500 watts here and the 19 element at 100 feet. 105 feet. So we're doing all we can on this end, but maybe the 10 element isn't beamed right for us. Do you have it on a rotator? Is it on a rotator? Can you swing around and peak on my signal? Over.
Yeah, this one's on a from Schedule 40. I'm doing kind of what Ken's doing, I think. Well, I don't know what he's got now. So I'm kind of fixed right now. I'm kind of fixed, but maybe I'm off. You got all that gain, and maybe I'm off. I'm certainly off access, off the bearing to you probably. But anyway, okay. Hey, hold on to it. Go see if you can catch the guys over the mountain. And take care, Mike. Take care. We'll see you I'll be at Visalia also. I'll be down on Saturday on Visalia. And we'll see you later. Take care. 7-3.
Okay. I'm not going to Visalia this year. We're not displaying at Visalia this year, so unfortunately I'm going to miss you. Like to be down there, but there's just no reason for us to go. They have had such poor attendance lately, so we just haven't found it to be worthwhile to go down there. Some of my guys are going to get down there, and quite a few Bozo members will be down there also, so you may run into 3 or 4 of the Bozo guys. If you start talking VHF, you'll probably be talking to a Bozo guy. Hi. 7-3, Eric, and thank you very much for checking in. We look forward to seeing you. And while you're poking around there, see if you can get a better peak on the signal. You should be at about 130. I would think 130, 150, somewhere in that area. N6 Sugar Papa, K6MYC 7-3.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, on staying home this weekend. All right, for next weekend. Yeah, probably just off a little bit. Got all that. Your primary goat low territory pretty tight. But anyway, all right, we'll see you later. Right, take care. It's 6 Sugar Papa. Bye-bye.
Thank you, 7-3, Eric. Good evening. Okay, anybody else before I go to Nevada? K6MYC, QRZ. Heading toward Nevada, K6MYC. Okay, here we are toward Nevada, and I'm also looking for K7SUN 442. Are you out here tonight, Stan? He did check in earlier, so we got him anyway. How about KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec London, or N7 Whiskey Tango, over?
It is 272. This is KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, there you are. Hi, Daniel. Good to hear you. And I guess Stan was in here earlier. Stan checked in with Dennis, WB6ISO. And so I thought he might also still be on here, but maybe he's come and gone already. Good to hear you. Hopefully you had a good weekend there. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Go ahead there from Carson City.
Yes, good weekend for me. I earned my worked all states today, over.
Oh, very good. You got all of them now, all 50?
Roger. The last one to come in was North Dakota.
Oh, they're tough. Yeah, that North Dakota, that's harder than Hawaii and Alaska sometimes. Okay, well, congratulations on that. And have you heard anything from Larry tonight?
Negative. It's very quiet on this end, over.
Okay. Well, I'll give a couple of calls, but and I'll also call N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu up in Reno, K6MYC. Any copy? Nothing heard. N7 Whiskey Tango. How about you, Larry? Nothing from Larry either. Okay, Daniel, 7-3. We'll see you maybe tomorrow on 222. 222 tomorrow, Daniel, maybe?
Well, there's wind predicted. We have a prediction of some wind tomorrow, but we'll see what we can do, over.
Okay, well, we'll point up that way and give you a call anyway. We'll see what happens. Thank you. 272. We'll look for you tomorrow on 222, Daniel. 7-3, my friend. Thanks for being there. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Anybody else in Nevada?
Kilo 7, Sierra Uniform November.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard you worked Dennis earlier. K7SUN. We've already got you checked in. Dennis checked you in. Your 442 is in there, but what a welcome sound. I haven't heard you for a long time, Stan. Over.
Roger, Mike. Well, yeah, I just wanted to see if the radio still worked. I blew the cobwebs off of it tonight.
Yeah, well, you're doing a really good signal from Fallon, Nevada, and I'm glad you blew the cobwebs off. Keep those cobwebs off and keep the signal coming this way. Over.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, still running about 370 watts. About 370 watts, Mike. So no high power. Over.
Yeah, very good. I'm running about 1,500 at you. I don't know what's getting to the antenna, but probably 1,000 of that's getting up there. So you should be hearing me okay, too. Very good. Great to hear you, Stan. Thanks very much. Happy New Year. I don't think we've worked you since the first of the year, so best wishes to you in 2025, sir. K7SUN, Fallon, Nevada, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. It's nice getting a first copy for the year here. So, yeah, have a good net. Take care, Mike. K7SUN, clear.
Thank you, Stan. Anybody else before we go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed? K6MYC.
Good evening, Stan. K7SUN. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo.
Well, good evening. You're sounding pretty good also. Over.
All right, thank you, Stan. Yeah, this is Rob. I helped Mike out with the log, so just wanted to give you a shout out there.
Okay, Rob. Well, have a good evening, and nice to hear you guys. So I'll try to turn the radio on a little more often.
That'd be great. Thank you. Good to hear you.
Thank you, Stan. 7-3.
How about Daniel, KE7UQL? You still there, Daniel? You're coming in good tonight. Over.
Hello, Rob. KM6SR, KE7UQL here. Good to hear you, Rob.
Yep, you're doing good too. I just want to give you a shout out also. Thanks for being there.
All righty. Good to be here. Your signal's up around S9 at this time. Over.
All right, great. Thank you. Yeah, I've got that PQ amp fired up and working great there. So you're sounding good too. Thank you, Daniel. KE7UQL, KM6SR. We'll say 73.
7-3, KE7UQL.
We're right at Larry's bedtime, I guess, Mike, but don't hear him.
Oh, well. Okay.
WSC 775.
Just in time. I just got in your direction, Mike. 775, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Good evening, sir.
K6MYC, KB6WSC. Good evening to you too and the rest of the group.
Yeah, you're sounding good. Very nice signal. A little watery, a little wavery, but it's quite strong. So good to hear you. It seems like pretty good conditions to everyone tonight. Everybody was reasonable or good or excellent, one or the other. I don't think we missed anybody because of lack of conditions there, Mike. But a lot of people are missing because they're not checking in here. You're only the fourth check-in from the Bay Area, so we need more. I have not heard W6PQL. I have not heard a whole bunch of regulars from over that way. 7-3, Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow maybe on 6 meters. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie Daly City, K6MYC.
Roger. I'll definitely be on 6 meters if I can. So have a good evening. Thank you. 73, KB6WSC.
7-3, Mike. Anybody else in the Bay Area? But PQL, where are you, Jim? Anybody else in the Bay Area? KF6QCH, K6VVP, AB6SR, K6KLY, WA6AXX, and I'm sure I'm missing some. K6MYC.
680 down here, if you can hear me, Mike.
Oh, good evening, Mark. Judy had you in once already. Now we'll put you in the real time. We didn't hear you. I think she thought I called you once, and that may be why she checked you in. She thought I heard you. Anyway, you're sounding good off the back of the beam. Over.
Roger. Yeah, she was on it. Yeah, but just saying hello, Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra, and hope things are going good your way. That's it, man. I'm getting ready to take the trash out. We got about a three quarters of a mile trip to dump the trash this evening, so that's the big excitement.
You should have done that when you had light, but I guess it doesn't matter. Very good, Mike. Mark. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to mention? Well, we were busy today. I'd just been mowing. I don't know about you, but the weeds and the grass and everything is just growing like crazy this year. I've never seen a year like this. It's the best year in 25 years I've seen from a standpoint of wildflowers. We got monster fields of Fresno snow flowers, the white flowers. We got big fields of them. Orange flowers, the purple onion flowers are coming up now. And the weeds are up. The thistles are 5 and 6 feet high. It's just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, similar here. The wife takes care of most of that. She does weed whacking, and she's got a bunch of trails around the property here, and spraying stuff, and then of course the horses and goats do their thing. But yeah, a lot of we call the white ones the popcorn flowers, and then a lot of the yellow ones that are so prevalent are the monkey flower. That's my understanding what they are. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different purple ones now too.
Yeah, the little purple ones are onion flowers. The white ones are Fresno snow. You can call them popcorn, and they do look like popcorn, but that's called Fresno snow, because when you get it in a field, it looks like it snowed. At least that's the local nickname for it. And okay, on the monkey flowers, yeah, we've got monkey flowers in profusion as well. They're up about 4 feet high already.
Yep, but it's nice, man. This is the most beautiful time to be in this area, right? In the foothills. The spring is when the real estate sells, Mike.
Yeah, I think this is the best year I've ever seen for flowers. So far, even I got an avocado tree. It's blooming. I haven't had one avocado one time off of it. I got one avocado one year, about 5 or 6 years back. This year it's blooming. I got blooms all over, so hopefully we'll get some avocados. And peach trees, all the trees are bloomed and making fruit. And lots of flowers on the bushes that are supposed to make flowers, and we even got flowers on the shrubs that aren't supposed to make flowers, and they're even flowering. So who could complain, huh?
Yes, sir. Right on. Yeah, and maybe if you get some avocados this year, they won't be $2.50 a piece. All right, man. Thanks. Thanks for checking me in. Thanks for running all this stuff that you do and all the things you do. And hello, Judy. Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra. We'll give it back to you, Mike. K6MYC, back to you.
Mark, this is Judy. I have to tell you that when he runs into a cluster of blooming Fresno snow or the gold monkey face, he leaves a big crop of them, a big circle of them, and it's quite unusual looking, but it's really beautiful.
That's funny. Yeah, it's beautiful, but and you want it looks nice, but at the same time you need to start trimming all that stuff back around here. So yeah, it's kind of a love-hate thing, huh?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm mowing, but I'm leaving big sections of them that are far away from everything. So if there's a little cluster and I don't ever get to it, it's be a cluster of weeds that are high that could burn, but they're only 20 feet in diameter and a long ways away from trees and other things. Everything else is mowed down. So I leave some of those just for looks, but if I forget them, I usually mow them later after the blooms are gone. But if I don't make it, I don't leave anything that's going to be a fire hazard, of course. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 7-3, Mark.
I would stick to it also, man. Yeah, I can almost do like a corn maze or something out here. All right, you guys, have a great evening. 7-3 to you both. K6 MTS.
7-3. One more call for the Bay Area. Late checks and missed Bay Area. K6 MYC 2-meter Bozo Net.
Good evening, Mark. K6 MTS, KM6 SRR.
Hello, Rob. How the heck are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, hanging in there. Hey, if you're interested in Fuel Day, we're going to have it up there at the Pine Ridge School, which is just above you there, over.
Yeah, that's like 3/4 of a mile or so from my sister's place. She's up there on top of the 4-lane there. Yeah, I might check that out. I think I might check out the swap meet this year too.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully she still has her house there, because there wasn't too many of them up there that were left.
No, but they have a brand new house. They have a brand new house, Rob, and they have the view that they've always died for because it's scorched earth, and now they can see Ritter and Banner and the High Sierra now. But no, they had to rebuild.
Oh, bad. That's bad. Yep. Well, that's good for a view, I guess. So that'll last until they grow back, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That'll be the next generation can experience that. I think for now, if anybody tries to charge them for fire insurance, they're ripping them off.
Yeah, but they don't think there's a computer doing it. I know we got non-renewed, and we had to, wrote up a page and all that stuff, and that didn't matter to them. So anyway, good to hear you on there, Mark. K6 MTS, KM6 SR.
You too, man. KM6 SR. Have a good one, Rob. K6 MTS. Back to you, Mike.
Roger. I'm pointed down toward Visalia and Lake Isabella, KB6RQU, or anybody in Visalia, K6MYC 2-meter Bozo Net, over. Oh boy. Visalia, K6W6LAM, LAD, I think it is, or any others, K6MYC, also looking for KB6RQU. KB6 Radio Queen United in Lake Isabella. How about it, Rick? We haven't heard you for a while. Well, we're not getting much out of the valley. How about Eddie, KE6BK? KE6MYC Bozo Net. I guess we're done, Rob. Let's see if we can get a count here.
Yeah, we need a few more. We'd have a record. I got 47.
But we got 47, too. Can you believe it?
Yep, better than the government, huh?
Well, we've had as many as 49, so I think it's close to a record. We missed a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jim's not in there, PQL.
Yeah, I don't know where PQL is. We could use OYB. We could use a few others in the Fresno area here, QA, AJ, and a few others. But we didn't do bad overall. Good net. And we're going to go in and call it a night here.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we missed Kerry too, KC5DTU.
Yeah, we could have been pushing 60, couldn't we?
Yep. I don't know. I guess with this late sun, people are still out doing stuff and forgetting about the radio.
Yeah, but we got some new ones in there tonight. I got N6SPP. I haven't heard Eric for ages. We used to work in Mobile driving home from work.
Yeah, that's what I heard you saying.
We missed all the other guys, N5PDM, NPD, and we missed W6WSS and N6 NCC, or what's Merle's call?
Yeah, it's a 6BCC. I'll have to go look it up here.
Kilo, Echo 6, Bravo, Kilo.
KE6PK. Hi, Eddie.
Hey there, Mike. How's it going?
Well, it's going fine. You're number 48. 48 in the check-in list. Outstanding. Thanks for checking in.
All right. That sounds good. Good to hear you guys, and we'll catch you later on. KG6BK.
Yeah, hang on. Rob wants to say hello to you. You're very weak tonight. You must be not pointed right or something. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, thanks, Mike. No, Eddie sounds okay to me. How you doing, Eddie? KE6BK, KM6SR. We'll see you tomorrow night, I guess, huh?
Hey, Roger's on that here. Rob, we'll see you tomorrow night, bright and early.
Hey, give us a Bozo number, would you, Eddie? Your Bozo number?
858.
Yeah, okay, got it. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, you came up that time, Mike. You came up pretty good on that transmission. Don't know if you swung more down this way or not.
No, I didn't change anything. It's just band conditions, Eddie. I think at this hour of night, the band is going through some perturbations here. So I didn't make any changes. But great to hear you. Thanks much for coming in. And we were just lamenting the fact that we've got about 10 or 15 guys that were regulars, much more regular even than you, and they didn't check in tonight. We would have been pushing 60 here.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll catch you guys later. Got a telephone call. K6NYC and KM6SRR, KG6BK.
Sure. Good night, Eddie.
73, Eddie.
Okay. We're shutting down. Good night, all. Aaron, good evening to you. And then I didn't get KE6VON in here. He checked in. I don't think we ever wrote him in. KE6VON, 10. What the heck was did you catch him when he checked in, Rob?
Yeah, I got him, 1040. He was after, let's see, JNN.
Yeah, we got him, okay. I never did get back with him, no, I apologize for missing him. The other one that was missing was Ron, KJ6, TYO.
Yeah, he didn't make the old-time radio net either over on 10 meters, so they were saying he's probably got an early rise tomorrow, so he didn't make any of them. Yeah, and also, let's see, who's the other guy that we usually get over there? Oh, shoot, I can't remember his name now.
Well, Elwood P. Suggins from Bellbrook, Ohio, didn't check in either.
Yeah, we're missing quite a few guys there, especially out of the Bay Area. Oh, I was thinking of Rusk, K111, K6KLY.
But he's up in Belmont. He's different. He's back in the Bay Area again. K6KLY, AB6SR, WA6AXX, you know, K6BBP, KF6QCH. I mean, just W6PQL notwithstanding. So quite a few missing there that should have been in, easy ones, and KE6QR 177.
Yeah, he's been checking in a lot too. Yeah, the one you're looking for on Merle is M6BCC 1134.
That's a Bravo Charlie. That's what I couldn't get that first letter. Thank you. Alrighty. Good night all. K6MYC. Good night, Aaron.
Yeah, good night, Mike. And good night, Rob. K6USY.
Good night, Aaron. Good night, Mike. K6NYC, KM6SR 73. And Aaron, I got some stuff coming, I think, Tuesday and Wednesday here, so I'll have all the stuff I need from a radio.
To do what?
Well, to make the headphones work good, a foot switch and hand switch and all that good stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, bring it out on Saturday. We'll